everybody, so welcome to my first ever full flight video. If you guys do like these kinds of videos, do make sure to let me know in the comments down below, and I'll let you know. So and I'll continue to make them. So this is our first flight here. We're currently in Edmonton and we are headed over to Vancouver. You can also open up the window here. You can actually hear the cold air. Now the shadows are a little bit yikes looking. I think I might need to edit that in the prepared config. Preferably I think it's the opaque texture size. But there you go. Look at the beautiful PBR on the yeah, so Charlie, Foxtrot Zulu, Uniform Bravo, and yeah, let's go ahead and get this. So they do operate this exact flight IRL as well. So I do think that this would be quite some fun. So let's go batteries here. Battery 1, battery 2. Extra power is available. And on. There we go. Emergency light arm. We can get the no smoking on. Get some lights up here. Oh, I mean, we'll just, I guess not. So today is the 3rd. So we'll go nav system 1. Crew supply on, ground control on. Get that to the captain, and this one lets the crew in the back hit it as well. Go adheres to nav. So we'll wait till that goes like that. Wonderful. Let me also make sure that AI companion is connected, which it isn't right now. So let me get that going, because right now we're getting about 38 FPS, but I have it set so that it limits itself at 38 FPS. But we also want the traffic limited, so the connection is on, so it's gonna go into don't know what that happened there. I think I clicked. I think I might have clicked on one of the buttons that kind of determines that clicks the show desktop screen or something like that. Anywho, we'll go FMGC init, clear that one. There we go. We'll increase the brightness on this one as well. Then we'll go ATSU AOC menu init, and should bring our flight number there, and then we will request the flight plan, and an hour and 27 minutes. Initialization received. We'll go to the OFP data. That's our fuel. Clear the standard time of departure. So 0018 is what this says that. So we'll send that, and that is going to get the catering the refueling service requested here. Get the DCDUs up. Although we are not flying online, it's still just generally something that would like to keep the screens on. You can actually see the like dirt in it, so that is something that is pretty cool. So just the same thing. I don't know why it takes a little bit. There we go. So let's go down here to the McDo IRS in it, align and confirm. Okay, and there we go. They got our flight plan in here. So departure, we're taking runway 30. And we're just going no SID, so literally direct to Andy here. We'll clear the discontinuity, and then from on Vancouver, our arrival should be ILS 13. A bit of a short runway, but we'll see. And that should be the Canuck 5, and approach vias, no via. And vectors into IGVAS, and so on there. Right, so if we go up top here and go to the plan mode, we can step through the flight plan here, make sure it all looks good. I'll just increase the size of that. So there's the arrival. Basically, we're taking out to Vinlo, and then we're going to be going back into IGVAS, and then like that. So that's fine. This is the alternate flight plan here. So we'll do that. Now, if I click this, it should set our barometric pressure 2970. Arrival, we'll take ILS 30 in our alternate there, insert the flight plan in. Okay, cool. So just to make sure, go active sky, and as you can see, 2970 there. So QNH is set in all of the screens there. I got a company message. I believe that is the load sheet. Yeah, there we go. And then this one is the slot notification. So 10-minute taxi is what we are slotted for. So CYVR runway 13. So CYVR 13 in here. Secondary flight plan will copy the active. And then we will go, I believe it's right here, back into CYEG. And then we'll take the longest runway, which I think is ILS 02 here, yeah. Runway 02, and then we will clear the discontinuity. And so the secondary flight plan is in. We'll go back to the init page. We'll go to the init B page. We can take it up straight up to 360 today. We're not really on any ATC. So like even if you know, we're going vectors in anyways. Now what I do want to check here is on our arrival, the Canuck 5, if we overlay that, let me pin this as well. So here you can see we're going 263 and then a right hand turn over here and then 125 degrees it seems to be for here. So of course we're going to probably draw a fix here and then create a radial that goes to 125 degrees. Now another thing, I can also turn this to the daytime since we are, so at least for me it's daytime. So there we go, like this, and they should give us, yeah, runway 08 left, 08 right, and then 13. So I'm gonna draw this 125 radial here. We'll go back to this page. We'll go CYVR, and we should actually be able to draw. We should be able to, because like if hold on, let me see, because in here you have a fixed info page. Okay. Let's go. Let's see, CYVR 13. Oh, I not too. Yeah, there we go. And a 125 degree radial. So if we flip this and then we go to the flight plan and we just take a look at it here. Yeah, so that 125 degree is this one here. So let's go back in to our fixed info page. I think we need to flip it. So if I remember correctly, it's let's see. Yeah, so we add 200 and then subtract 20, I believe. So add 200, that's 325. So 305, I think. Let's see. I'm not too sure if that works. Yeah, okay, good. So add 200 if you add 200 and then subtract 20, so basically just add 180, that'll give you the correct radial there. So that's the extended center line pretty much. What we can also do here, again in the fixed info, is we can delete the 125 radial. And now if we look at the this one here, it'll show us. Also, if you look at that, it looks like our irises have aligned, I think. Yeah. Yep, irises have aligned. So basically this is the extended center line that we're going to grab onto, and we're basically going to take another radial in to intercept that here. So that's fine. We'll go plan, and we'll bring that back to 20, and you can see the irises have aligned, so we can clear that out. And we'll have this back on the init B page since that's what we need to basically put it on, since we're loading up the plane now. And then this one is good over there as well. We'll wait till the ground crews gone, and then we will test the APU, do the APU fire warning test. You can also increase the PFD brightness just a smidge. I'm trying to also increase the brightness of the ND. This one adjusts the terrain, but I'm trying to get the actual, like, the ND itself, like this one. There we go. There we go. Then the ECAM maybe as well. There's also something with the shadow as well. Seems to be a little bit bugged out. But yeah, looks like we are loading up the aircraft for the fuel. You can go constraints, airports, and get that toggled in. Very close to getting our refueling done. So I will see you guys in just a hot minute. So the refueling is completed, and that's the part that takes the most time. Or actually, the boarding takes more time, but yeah. As you can see, they're gonna disconnect that. This airport's also really nice in the ground textures, you know. I mean, look at that. Amazing GSX integration as well. The shadows are the only thing that I actually have to fix in the CFG. I think it's something with the opaque and translucent shadows. One of the textures is not right, but there they go. They're kind of just ignoring the engine there, but that's totally fine here. And just so you know, the reason why it's locked at 38 is because I feel like 38 is a lot smoother than it locked at 30. As it's very close to being 40 FPS, but I feel like if I want to keep it at 40, sometimes there's a little bit of frame drops. So I found this to be like the happy medium. Anywho, refueling's complete, so seatbelt sign can come on. And the fuel pumps can come on. You can actually hear them. And we can go ahead and test. So actually the cool way, just do this, and now you can actually test them correctly like that. So that one's good, and we can test this one. Do the same thing. And let's say APU fire, and then engine number 2 here. And there we go. So that's good. We'll go ahead and request boarding now. So we'll go into the boarding page, and we'll go ahead and request board now, and hit request. And now it is actually going to board up all the people here. There we go. And 146 passengers, it looks like. So 60.8 on the zero fuel weight, and a zero fuel weight CG of 33.8. Right, and then the fuel is 6.9 is what we're taking here. Give it a second, and it's going to populate the place there. And trip wind, we're having a headwind of 74. So that is not good. It's actually, we're actually going to have a pretty nasty wind against us, which is a bit annoying. So this uplink says 55.43. And that's the volume. If this is liters, we're already in kilograms, right? So let's see, 6,900 kilograms to liters. Yeah, so it should be the same. I'm pretty sure it's 1 equals 1, right? So 6,900. And as the volume, we'll send that. So a fuel difference of 0.1 apparently. There's our order, there's our fuel on board, 6.8. So there's a density and all that jazz. I'm not too familiar with the fuel report page. I'm actually going to have to do a little bit more reading on this page. But anywho, that's going to go there. And the next thing is the perf request. Look at this in a little bit. I'm actually gonna go eat a snack while that's on its way. Go ahead and close up the door here. So, or the window, rather. Cruise board. It looks like the passengers are actually boarding up now. And can we get some, maybe some... We got it dim, yeah. Just a little bit of lighting there. At this time, I am going to go eat a snack while the passengers are boarding. And I will see you guys in just a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board. Please place your large bags into the overhead locker, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free, and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
I took a quite a long time there to eat, so I do apologize for that. But in fact, the clock, it'll probably say something pretty like what do we have as a scheduled time of departure here? Hold on. Let's see the slot. No, what was our time of departure? We had in here, right? The 0018. So we're like 10 minutes late. Okay. Alright, start up the APU. Get the beacon light on. Let's come down here, and then we'll go to the perf request page. And we'll go to the McDo, Atsu, AOSU menu. And the received messages, we do have this one, which gives us the estimated tow weight and the CG. And the tow weight being, of course, 67.6. And a CG of 32.26. It's probably gonna go, yeah, there we go. Right, so once our APU comes up, we can also request the truck here. So here's the taxi. We're just gonna take it, push back tail left, and then go out like that. Right, so that is good over there. Now I just need all of this stuff in here. So runway 30, wind 340 at 16 knots, temperature 26 degrees, QNH 2970, and we'll go ahead and send that out. So then it'll say sent here, and when it says sent, it'll say Q and sent. Good, so that's sent off. Over here, we'll go to the options, external controls, and we'll disconnect the ground shocks, and we'll get the ground power off here as we have our APU. And we'll get the APU bleed air on as well. Disconnect the GPU from the gate. And basically, and then we'll go into here, operate jetways, undock, and prepare for pushback and departure. There we go. So there you go. You can see here the packs coming up. There's the WestJet that landed, or that parked in. We saw when when they were boarding up our passengers, I think. It's got the beautiful PBR in the wings. There's another Air Canada in the back there. And there's a truck. There it is. Alright, so should get a company message here. Performance. There's our performance number. So, let's take a look.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
Flaps 3. And our trim is down 0.8. Down 0.8. Okay, and we're flexing to 54 today. V speeds are 146, 146, and 148.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes.
Alright, so park brakes coming off.
Commencing push. All engines
We'll
clear.
also...
Started
Yep. Go ahead and request the wind here. Come down here and start up engine number 2. Look down here, engine start page. And whoop. Wait for ignition. There we go. And I guess I'll just come down here for this. For the switch, because the switch was a little bit squirrely on us. But there we go. Starting up engine number 1 now.
Shortly is Carl, and up the rear we have John. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for your comfort, but primarily for your safety. With that in mind, please, we do ask for the 2 minutes of your time whilst we take you through the safety procedures of this aircraft. Thank you.
Alright. So, we have the right engine on avail, so we'll start up engine number 1. Predictive wind shear system can come on, and there's no, you know, nasty storms nearby, so we're just gonna get the terrain radars on. Go ahead and set the parking brake here,
Waiting your confirmation.
and we have a good engine start. Down here, we just need to set the trim to 0.8. There we go. Okay, well, it pitched up here, and if we look at the, I think, hydraulics, that's good. All right, let's do that again. And the wind data is coming in now. Now if I set it, it should retain 0.8. Good. Wind data uplink is good. We'll come down here, and if we actually hit on any of the waypoints. So like, let's say here, Andy, for example, and then we go into the wind data. You can see we have the wind data in, so that is good. Go ahead and drop the flaps down, and actually we need to get this down to 3 here. And this is, there's 3 slots. There's this slot. There's this slot, and if I put it in this, I can, as you can see, adjust the one with my lever, but we want it in this position. So there we go. Go ahead and start this chrono, get auto brakes max, we can go takeoff config, and test that, and that is good as well. The APU, I believe, here we go, AP master switch and APU bleed, and then we can get the nose light and turn off lights on. Here we go. Lovely airports. You can actually see the control surfaces, the shadows of them. Yeah, this airport is absolutely gorgeous in terms of the scenery, so really nice stuff there. And we'll get Norman to call us there. Now, we're actually done on the engine start, so we can get this back to the mode normal, and that'll switch over there. And we're gonna wait for GSX to get out of the way here, and then we can, and there they are, all the way over there. So we'll go ahead, release the parking brake, and spool up the engines just a little bit. like that. And there's another WestJet off to our side there. Okay. So, I will see you guys in just a minute. Alright, so we're holding short of the runway here. As you can see, we have an Air Canada that's about to depart. And there we go, we're holding short. You can see the beautiful PBR of this aircraft. Really well done. There we go. There's another Air Canada on his way out. Let's get a screenshot of that. Beautiful. So, while he departs, we can get our landing lights on, strobe lights on, nose light on. Go ahead and get the park brake off as we are ready to taxi onto the runway here. Interesting to be able to see the strobe lights in this part right here. And there he goes. Up and away. And now it is our turn for that. We can start up the chrono here. Then we can, you know, sting them here. Now, for some reason, whenever the cabin lights are lit, okay, it looks like it does have the textures, cabin lit textures. They're just interestingly, they're done a bit weird, but that's fine. Oh, we still have the tiller. Actually, no, we don't. We need the tiller on. There we go. Man, this sim, so gorgeous. You can see Brattonbury expediting. There's the PBR on the runway. So there we go. All right. So as we turn here, I'm going to disconnect the pedal. There we go. So the nose wheel is not operative right now. We are purely on our photo pedals here, and we'll go to 2-man flex. The throttle detents are a little bit tricky in the FsLabs, but nonetheless, flex, SRS climb, runway nav. Or not, neutral. V1, rotate. Got positive brake gear coming up. There we go. Okay, flaps. Going flaps 2. Alright. Making a left-hand turn here. Flaps 1. Let's continue that pitch. And there's 1,000 feet. Go ahead and stick the autopilot on. And disarm the speed brakes. 1,500, so there's a throttle climb. Here we go.
We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes. In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available today. All details can be found in your in-flight brochure. Selection of hot beverages together with...
Okay, and there we go. Right. Nose light can come off. Now, I did install the Rex Sky sun texture there, which is a little bit yikers. I might have to reinstall Pascal's ones, but yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Departure out. And yeah, basically it's the same standard, same procedures of what you would do in the States in terms of landing lights and transition altitude. So we're doing the same thing as we would there. So with that being said, I will come back to you guys when also there's a lot of cirrus clouds that are here. Can't really find a cumulus cloud, which makes me wonder, do we have Rex running? We do. Let's see. Yeah, we do. Just found it a little bit. Wait, we do, right? Yeah. Just found it a little bit interesting. There's one. There's a cumulus cloud. Right. So I will see you guys in just a moment. Alright, so we're about to start our descent down into Vancouver. Now, I don't know why my accent started to spike up a little there. I honestly don't know how that happened, but nonetheless, quite an enjoyable flight. I will say it's been about, how long has it been? It's been just under an hour, actually. But yeah, as you can see, about 56 nautical miles from top of descent here. So go ahead and punch in all the approach data. So we'll go to active sky and we'll put in CYVR for Vancouver, and that will give us the basically all this stuff here. QNH is 29904. It's not, there we go, 904. Temperature is 20 degrees Celsius, and wind is 240 at 7 knots. Okay, and let's go to Navigraph, and then let's go runway 13, show chart, and decision height here of 250 on the ILS. So we'll do that. 250 decision height, radio altimeter basically, or radio. So that's good because that's a fixed position, right? So 49 nautical miles to go, and we're gonna take it down to let's say 8,000 in here. We'll dial that in the MCP panel. And we'll wait for, if you look at the difference between this one right here, 165, and the actual distance is 133, so about 20 nautical miles on the difference there. So when our time 2 hits about 20 or so, we're gonna start descending down, or push it in. That's fine. Yeah. The local time is, UTC is 1:43. So I have no clue how the time zones are for this side of the world. I think it's -8, I want to say, something like that. But yeah, so that's good. And also these guys, but yeah. So that's gonna be it for pretty much for now. I will see you guys when we are on our final approach into Vancouver. Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're about 30 minutes away from reaching our final destination in Vancouver. We have just started our initial descent down as well. The simple sign will be coming on shortly in about maybe 15 minutes or so. This time we'd like to ask us to wrap up what we're doing and head over into your seats and prepare for our arrival into Vancouver. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the flight deck. It's a little bit bumpy right here, but we're kind of just pushing through right now. There's the airport, there's Vancouver. Now VRAM wise, it's a little bit interesting. Like right now we're getting about 5 gigs of VRAM. Hopefully it should still be under 6 gigs when we land, but you know, I have cranked up a lot of the settings. As you can see, the draw distance is huge. The world objects is also huge. I mean, just look at that. The amount of objects that are, you know, spawning in. A lot of autogen, a lot of just things coming in. Very nice. As you can see, we're getting bullied by the wind here. But that's the runway, I believe. I believe that's runway 13. Excuse the reshade preset doing its thing, but I believe that is the runway that we're taking in. So it's a very simple arrival. We're taking it out to Vinlo and then a right-hand turn to capture Igvas at 3900. So yeah, Igvas at again 3900 about. Basically, we're gonna go here and then we're gonna go direct to that waypoint here. Maybe like a 015, I think. We'll see here. What does that radial do? Yeah. We need that at Igvoa though, I believe. Or we'd have to create another one, so can't really do that unfortunately, which is a little bit of a bummer. But yeah. That's fine. Let's look at the perf page. So again, since we're only having a 7 knot wind here, we're gonna go flaps config full. Now, actually the wind shifted to 240, so I think a better runway would be the 260, but we're kind of already on the Canuck 5 arrival in. So we're gonna have a pretty nasty you know, nasty wind here. Also, we're gonna go slats can come out here. Yeah, there they come. Yeah, so that's a little bit unfortunate, a little bit too early as well for that. Now the runway length is 7,300 feet or 2225 meters, which is enough, but I think, you know, we could have changed our arrival into here during cruise, but hey, it still works. We're not flying on VATSIM or anything either, so you know, it is what it is, I guess. There we go. So we'll arm this one right here. Yeah, basically we're just gonna go direct into Igvas right here, and then the radial in. And let's see what the we have the fixed info set to 305. So let's see here. Igvas at 305 is on this line right here. So we'll wait till we cross this one, Vinlo. And speaking of which, we're probably going to pull out the heading here. There's a vertical speed. We are going to decrease that because we're going like that. So let's go direct into Igvis now. We can actually just go direct in because the altitude is good. So we'll push that in. And that is good. Making a right hand turn. There we go. Speed, we'll just say we'll keep it at 190. Even though we have that approach, we'll arm this guy. How far are we from? About 16 nautical miles, so that's good there. We'll drop this down to 180 on the speed. There we go. There's the water. Nice looking water. There's the land. Some land there. There's the sun. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna replace the sun texture because that is yikers. But yeah. So again, look here at the runway, and basically once we hit this part, we should be able to see the diamonds come together. But there we go. And we'll just get these guys on now, even though we don't really need them. So we have the dome light. We have the dome light on. We can turn it off here, although it is a bit dark in the cockpit, so that's why I had it on dim. You could even turn it up to bright. Bright really brightens it up, but you know, we'll keep it on dim again. There we go. There's some waves crashing in. Beautiful scenery though, I will say that. And there you can see the vertical profile right there. The engines are really having a go at it. Right, so let's take a look at this time to look at the gate. We're taking gate C31, so that means C31 is right here, so Lima. So runway 13 means here, and then Lima is here. So on Delta is when we want to go off. Basically as soon as possible. That is an insane pitch. Probably decided a little bit too quick. There's downtown of Vancouver. Also, the secondary flight plan, we'll copy the active. We could have done the other runway there, but yeah, we'll arm approach here. As you can see, the vertical navigation there is about to come in. We'll arm 2600 in here. We can go flaps 2. And we should be able to capture the glide slope here. There we go. Put the speed in. There we go, flaps 2. And we can go. Localizer captured. Still waiting for the altitude here. We'll go ahead and push this in here. For the, there's a runway. We have a picture on that. It's a 2600 essentially is what we want to do there. A little bit high. Still a little bit high, actually. We're really high. Don't know why that didn't work. We'll go gear down here. Yeah, you can see we're a bit high. I don't know why that... I don't know, we can start pitching this up just a little bit. But, there you can see it's starting to come back under our control. Flaps 2. We go flaps config 3. There we go. And we're, again, just going to hold this, and we should be able to... Yeah, should be able to come back on the glide slope here. There we go. And still a little bit above. I'm going to take over, actually. showing a little bit high. 7 out, we'll go with flaps full. There we go. Still showing a little bit high. Wow, that is gorgeous. Man, I kind of wish I could take a screenshot here. I really do. I think that's gonna be my screenshot. Alright, looks like we're coming back up. That is just gorgeous. Wow. Okay. Still just slightly high. I think I'll pitch it down just a little bit. We want to go, we don't want to sink too fast, otherwise we're going to get the sink rate oral warning, so I'll wait for that. Auto brakes, we can go auto brakes medium as well. Okay, it's showing us 2 whites, 2 reds, and the diamond's coming back up. So there we go. Gorgeous. Truly is amazing. Alright, take another screenshot. There we go.
400. 100 above.
Land green, check.
300.
It's still showing perfectly fine on my screen here.
100.
A little bit, yeah, 10 knot crosswinds.
40.
So
30. 20. Retard. 10.
let's get it down. Alright, we're down. Reversers out. $70 knots. Reverser stowed. Over to manual braking. We really took a lot of that runway. Slow down here. We took all of that runway, damn. The left turn here on Echo. Okay. So stack can go in, we'll go flaps up. Nice sunset. Gorgeous. We'll also make sure that is in. There we go. Train radar coming off. Stop this. Get the flight directors off. And landing system. APU. Strobe lights. Landing lights. Nose light. There we go. Alright, we'll make this left-hand turn here. Nice, nice, nice. And flight directors can't come on. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. I think that's set correctly. Yeah. Alright, that's set correctly. Because if it's that is down one, and then this is up, retracted. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, now you can see the retracted. And we'll start up the APU since the flap is open. Yeah, it was a little bit interesting because of how my slider works. Because my slider brings it all the way up, but sometimes it gets it in the other position, but we're fine there. There we go. Let's go ahead and get the predictive wind shear system off. There we go. Oh man, that is gorgeous. Okay, so the gate we're gonna be taking, was it gate 36 or something? 39, yeah, 39, and handle my Air Canada. So 39 should be a right-hand turn on a Lima. And then Juliet. So we're still gonna taxi out for a little bit. Pretty decently long taxi out here, unfortunately. In terms of length. We'll go ahead and turn on the logo lights and we can increase some of these lights up. Just for the next crew. Just because it's gonna be a little bit dark for them. Let's get the reading lights up. Go. And then the console lights. Let's come down here and get the same thing up. Floodlights. There we go. This one's actually Juliet, but we're taking the next one, which is Lima, and then Juliet. So we're gonna do that. Let's also increase some of these guys. Get these guys up. Go. Alright, this right-hand turn right here. Gorgeous sunset approach and beautiful. So yeah, I enjoy this. And then the videos following this are just gonna get better, so yeah, alright. What does this stand? That is actually our gate right there, 39. So runway turn off and nose light can come off. There it is. There's our gates. Man, that PBR is so freaking good. Alright. Let's bring this in. We're a little bit to the left here. Yeah, there we go. Whoa. All right. All right. Let's take a look. I think. No. We need to bring it up a little bit. Okay, there we go. That is better. Park brake on, engine 1, engine 2. Yeah, well, GSX is wrong. That was a good parking. Let's go ahead and get this stopped here. We'll wait on the ND for that. There we go. Under 10%. That can come off, that can come off, and that can come on. There we go. So we'll get the jetway up. The jetway is connecting. And we are good to go on that flight there. There you have it. There's a gorgeous Gorgeous, gorgeous PBR. Oh my god. Absolutely nutty PBR right there. Oh my goodness. So, there we have the cabin doors opening up. And we have the jetway connecting. Coolio. We can open up the doors, or the windows, sorry. Yeah, we'll open up this guy's as well. Or we'll lock his in. You can open up this tray table if you want. Alright, so let's go to AOC menu. Init. Landing. Pilot. I need to put my name in. And send that off. And sent. There we have it. So, I will see you guys. And actually what we can do is also get the fuel pumps on here. External power on. AP bleed, AP master switch. And there we go. So I will see you guys in the near future. Here, hour 31, hour 46, hour 50. Yep. So I'll see you guys very shortly. If you guys want to continue this, let me know and I will do that.